Welcome to the second video in our cover letter writing video series. This is about composing the letter. So you start at the top of your letter with the contact section. This is where you should have your full name, an address if you're using that, an email, and a phone number. It should be centered at the top of the letter. You should use bold, make it stand out, do not include hyperlinks. Really, this kind of information should basically be copied from your resume so that your resume and cover letter look exactly the same. On to the next section. You want to have a date on your cover letter. It should be on its own line. Then you want to address the letter to somebody. Make sure to try to get information about a person's name and their title and their address. So you would skip a line in between the date and then their full address, and then skip a line and then do the salutation where you are doing dear. If you know what their choice of prefix is, you can do it that way. If you don't, you can do dear Adam Kassler, and you should follow it by a colon. Business style letter writing uses colons, not commas. So beginning your cover letter, as we talked about in the first one, the basic structure of a cover letter is the first paragraph is to introduce yourself and state why you're applying for the position. You might want to include details such as your class year and major. You're probably talking about 1 to 3 sentences about why you're interested in the position. Here's an example of an intro paragraph in a cover letter. Our career guide has more. You want to expand upon your resume. So the second and third paragraphs of your cover letter should talk about the experiences and what you're going to bring. As we talked about in the beginning tutorial, it's really not about reiterating your cover letter, your resume. Your cover letter is about expanding upon it. So reference a specific example from a previous job or internship or extracurricular experience, whatever it might be. Then it's also really important to tie this experience into how it will serve you in the position to which you are applying. Use the same wording that they're using on the job description or the job posting. There are examples on page 42 of the 2021-2022 career guide. Again, you can see how they're both formatted the same with the contact information, exactly the way it would have looked on a resume, the date, the inside address, the salutation, and then 3 to 4 to no more than 5 paragraphs, a closing, a cordially or a sincerely, and then blank line, and then your printed name. Then you want to conclude your letter. So you want to end with a relatively short paragraph that includes a thank you, as we mentioned before, and also an ask. If it's for a position in which an interview is guaranteed, such as a community assistant, you can reference that. If more than likely for most cover letters, you're requesting the interview, that's how your closing paragraph should end. Then, as I mentioned, you're using the closing, such as sincerely. Once you have it fully drafted, go back, reread it, proofread it, ask somebody to proofread it, come to the Careers and Internship Center. We can help make sure it's a well-written cover letter. Thank you for your time.